Well, hello again, everybody. I'm back. Well, I really never went anywhere. I've just, well, I've been using this thing a lot, and I've been using my lawnmower a lot, and I've been working. So, you know, that's not really exciting footage to watch me weed eat and mow grass. So, and other than that, it's just working. So, haven't had much time to do much video filming and projects and stuff like that. This video has been requested by a few people, and it is an updated review of my Dewalt 20-volt Maxx weed eater. And y'all know that I put a saw blade on it instead of, let me get a little closer so you can see it. I've even got a Dewalt saw blade, you can see. It actually matches the weed eater. But it just, it just turned out that way. You don't have to have one. It does have a smaller hole, so it's easier to balance the blade. So yeah, it made it a lot nicer. And it's still, you can hear, I mean, those bearings are still great. It's been 2 years since I got this. So this, I guess, is my 2-year review of the Dewalt battery-powered trimmer, the 20-volt Maxx trimmer. And I would say my review is I like it. And like I said before, when I first got it, I'll never have another gasoline one. If this one ever does quit, I'm getting another electric. I'm not going for gasoline anymore because I don't need it. I don't like the fooling with mixing gas. I don't like jerking my guts out trying to get them to start, because half the time they don't want to start. Even they're noisy. I don't know. I don't like the gas weed eaters because I just don't like them. Anyway, that's beside the point. The point is, this thing, after 2 years, I really can't tell any power loss of the motor. Like I said, the bearings still sound really good. It's still, see, my hand's off the trigger, it's still turning. You know, it has plenty of bearings still. And it makes the same noises. It always made that noise when it stops. Nothing wrong with it. It's cut a lot of weeds. It's cut, you know, going down my creek, I have to trim off the creek banks. I haven't cut this year just because I've been cutting grass and all that and working, so I just hadn't had time. But now I'm going to cut this, and I'll show you it still works fine. Let me go ahead and get this cut here. One thing I do like about using the blade as opposed to the string, you can see I'm using the blade instead of the string, and there is not a piece of grass on me. It hasn't thrown anything. Yeah, there was one little piece. I'm clean still. If this was a string on this, I would be covered up right now. Just this little 10-foot area that I've cut, I would be covered. I'm not. Okay, let me continue cutting. All right, so that's got a little section of this weed eated, and now how is the battery life? Now, I have 3 batteries. I have the regular Dewalt 5 amp hour battery that came with the weed eater. I have 2 more aftermarket batteries. I have never used all 3 of them in a row because by the time I get done weed eating, or I get to 2 batteries through, and sometimes not even 2, sometimes just 1. Like I did all this, you can see the battery is still showing full. So, I know it's used a little bit, but by the time this battery runs down, my energy level is run down too. I'm ready for a break. So, you know, maybe if I was younger, I could keep on going, but by the time this battery runs down, I'm out of energy anyway. I'm ready to stop for a little bit. So, it is perfect for me. I can keep another battery on charge. I've got 3, so I can keep another battery on charge. And I kind of wish I would have just bought 1 more battery instead of buying 2, because I could just swap the 2 out. I don't really need 3. But anyway, yeah, I'm very satisfied with this weed eater. It is exactly the same as it was pretty much when I first bought it. Nothing really has changed. It's an electric motor, and even the battery life hasn't diminished noticeably. I mean, it probably has a little bit. A lot of times I'll run it on low because low is plenty fast enough for this blade to cut. But if you run it on high, you get less battery life. It uses it up quicker, and it really doesn't cut that much better. I guess with a string it probably would, but with the blade on low, it's fine. If you're cutting through big trees and stuff, yeah, you'll want it on high because you want that momentum turning that blade. But besides that, well, actually even including that, it is a very handy weed eater. See, one thing I do like about this is this attachment point right here. I've actually got this loosened a little. I could probably loosen it just a little more. You see here, to make it a little easier to get out. I always have these with me, so it's no problem. It's an Allen screw, but I can grab it with these and turn easy enough. I leave this other one tight because I don't take it loose down here. I take it loose up here. And then what you do, let's say you want to stick it in the trunk of your car. You got this little piece right here you can push in. And what it does, there's just wires in there. Fold it down like that, stick it in the trunk of your car. When you get where you're wanting to weed eat, just like that. And there it is. Now you probably wouldn't even have to really tighten this back up, but I'm going to anyway because I have my pliers with me. But really the pin would hold it. I just like that little extra, like that. Now, you're ready to weed eat. All you had to do was unfold it. So, see, it's very nice and portable. So, in conclusion, my thoughts and opinions on this weed eater is, would I recommend buying it? Yes, I definitely would. I think it will do good for, I mean, I've got a lot of grass to cut and a lot of weed eating to do. And it has held up. And I'm pretty impressed with it. Even after 2 years, like I said, I can't tell any difference in the performance. It's exactly the same as it was. That's something to say, I think. You know, the fact that it is exactly how it was when I got it. That's pretty good. I've used it. Both of my sons have used it. And it still works like new after 2 years. I would recommend getting one. You know, I mean, first thing I would do though when I got it is I would take the junky head off that comes with it and either get a different head that will fit or just put a saw blade on it. I'll never go back to string because of the cutting something and it just falling over. Anyway, I guess that's my updated review. My updated review says I still like it. I think it is a very good weed eater. Probably be better if it had a guard on that blade. But other than that, it's a really good weed eater. I would recommend it for anyone that wants a weed eater to especially trim around your house and stuff like that. This one battery should do it. If not, get 2 batteries. I think 2 batteries is all you would ever need with this. Unless you're a lot more endurance than I do. My batteries run down faster than this one does. But anyway, I guess that's going to be about it for this video. Appreciate everybody watching, and I'll see y'all on the next one.